Hey there, everybody. Professor Cloud here with our next episode of Anno 117 Pax Romano, or Pax Romana, excuse me. We made it to Albion in the last episode. We actually set up our first settlement, and we did get started a little bit with putting in some of the first settlers, but we haven't really done much else. We also did get wine production up and running for the fourth tier, of citizens in Panem. We have set up some trade routes to get things over to there. We need to start expanding on Titania, which is the second island that we have in that particular part, into Latium. I'm still struggling with the locations and the terms because I'm so used to Anno 1800 that I'm having a hard time converting the terms. But in any case, we have made some progress. It's time to, I think, really settle into Albion and start building out that particular location. So let's go ahead and jump back in and start doing that. Okay, so this is our second island in Latium, Titania. And we had started to do a little bit of expansion because we need to get, we've got mackerel and we have olives all being sent over to Panem as a requirement for the third tier of citizens over there. The second tier, I can't. I'm so losing track. Is it the second tier?
Feels like it does you good to eat a sardine.
It's the second tier. It's the plebeians. And actually, speaking of the plebeians, we should probably consider. Yeah, so olive oil is being sent. Olives are being sent over for the olive oil. And then mackerel is being sent over for something else. I'm not even sure what the mackerel is being sent over for at this point.
Oh, delightful.
Your superior happiness has improved diplomatic relations. Okay, thank you. Wonder if we can set up sandals, pig, salt, tannery. We don't have a ton of plebeians here is the thing. Because we don't necessarily need them. Alright, let me take a quick run over here to Panem.
Fortuna's always been fond of jokes.
Okay.
That's why she smiles at me.
Everyone seems to be happy as far as Libertas are concerned. Our plebeians, for the most part, are happy. They don't have a sanctuary. They do have all of that. That looks good. Yeah, Amphorae is the one thing we don't have at the moment. So we cannot upgrade our Equus residence. Equus, we've got everything from a food perspective. We could do cheese. We don't have sanctuary. Oh, that's the aqueduct. That's right. That's going to be interesting because I don't know how we're going to set up the aqueducts. What is the other house? Oh, we need more equites before we can open up writing tablets or fine glass.
Disease. Think of your athletes and
then, okay, we need 800 to unlock forums. All right, so we're quite a ways away from that, and that's fine. Yeah, so it really doesn't look... Let me take a quick look at production. So, sardines are a little low, but they're not tremendously low at the moment. Why is hemp low? Oh, I'm looking at the wrong thing. I'm looking at it in reverse. Okay, so porridge is the one that we would need to increase. Yeah, we need to increase our porridge production. Everything else looks good. Yeah, so porridge is something we need to increase on Panem by a little bit. Alright, so porridge is here. That's oats, and it's a 1-to-1 for porridge. So where's our oat stand? Alright, we've got oats right here. I don't know where we would put them. Yeah, I need to start thinking maybe over here. Actually, you know what? Maybe what I'll do... Yeah, okay, I got an idea. Let's take a road and run right along here. Like so. And let's move this oat up here. And then we'll place a second one right next door to it. And actually, let's do it like this. Okay, and then we're going to copy it. Like so. And then we're going to take our road and we're going to run it right here like so. And it has access to the warehouse. Okay, so that's the extra oats. Now let's move both of these there, giving room for more housing should I need it. And then where is our porridge stand? Down there. All right. It's not very big, but at the same time... Alright, you know what? Let's move you to there, and then I'm going to copy you like so. And we're going to take the road like so. There we go. And this leaves this weird spot here in the middle for something in the future. Where are we with wells? Actually, let's take a quick look at that real quick. Let's see. Where were wells? There they are. Oh, perfect. Okay. Get a little bit more reduction of, or a little bit better fire safety. Okay, so we should be in great shape now for the porridge. So that was really the next thing. I don't really think that there's much else I can do with Panem at this point other than the aqueduct, and we need more equite for some particular reason to get the aqueduct source. Alright, let's see if... Alright, I can upgrade, let's say you two. New options available.
This may be worth your attention.
To distribute water, you need an aqueduct source in a mountain slot. The
An aqueduct could provide water, naturally, and prove a stupendous sight.
The aqueduct itself, and also an aqueduct cistern that will distribute the water to its vicinity. The water can only be distributed downhill. Choose a mountain slot high enough to transport the water to the lower part of the island. Water is a limited resource. All buildings around a cistern benefiting from the aqueduct will consume water. Check the aqueduct menu where you can manage water consumption. Oh boy. That's why all these mountains have got... Interesting. Have got, you know, little lakes and waterfalls coming from them. I guess the highest point is going to be here. This seems... Yeah, it's here. Can an aqueduct branch? Okay, so you set up an aqueduct source, which I can do right now. How is it going to hit our bottom line? 22 maintenance cost. And then we've got the aqueduct and the cistern. Yeah, so my question is going to be whether or not the aqueduct can branch. But the cistern itself is going to provide +3 to health and +3 to fire safety. And I know our diplomatic stance with one of the governors is tied to fire safety. One of them's tied to health. The other one's tied to happiness. Actually, speaking of that, let's take a quick look at Lycia, because Lycia was the one who required happiness, and she just made the statement that we were in good shape. We can offer her a gift. Our prestige is still too low. If the sum of all reasons
To be unforgettable is a form of immortality.
is above 0, this party will accept your request. So we cannot request a trade treaty, non-aggression pact, or defensive tract. We would need to... I don't know how to increase our prestige. That's the interesting piece of this. Let's offer her a gift. Small gift.
I'm hardly worthy of such consideration.
That helped at 20 points. I don't know where that 20 points came from. Okay. In any case, let's go ahead and stand up the... I'm going to put the aqueduct here.
This has got to be my favorite thing.
That's nice. All right. Well, there was something with the aqueducts that we were looking to do next. Oh, it was the aqueduct. That also, though, opened up the theater, which provides happiness, knowledge, and prestige. Holy cow, that thing's huge!
Got anything I could include in a gladiator outfit?
Offer of it. Oh,
Let us
wow.
confuse our enemies.
Okay, so she offers a trade treaty. You've received an offer of
all
trade
the
treaty.
things we could get away with.
A trade treaty allows mutual trade at each other's trading posts. The other governor's ships will automatically visit your islands and buy and sell goods you have set up for trade at your trading post. Yeah, absolutely.
Say
Accept.
that perfectly.
Okay, let's do this. Run a road. Okay, so these guys now are going to be getting increased happiness, knowledge, and prestige. So I guess that's how you get prestige. That's the whole island prestige thing. We're getting it from wine, we're getting it from the theater, and then we're getting it from our villa. Okay. Alright, let me see what the thing is for... Okay, aqueduct. Construct cost per 10 tiles. I don't know exactly what that means. And I don't know where to run it. Okay, so we can't construct that far. Alright, I'm going to leave this for now, because I don't know enough about the aqueducts to know what even makes sense. I'm assuming I want to run it all the way down to the shoreline, but that's only going to help me with this side of the the river, I guess is what I'll call that. River, creek, something like that. Okay, let's go over to Albion. Because we haven't been there yet. Okay. Oh, watchtowers were discovered. Oh. Oh, we got a trade treaty from Dorian. Absolutely. Cool. Okay, research.
Perfect.
All right, we're running Cult of Minerva right now, which I want in... I think I want to switch Panem to Minerva. We're going to keep Titania the way that it is. All right, but we've got to figure out something else. And generate at least 500 knowledge, which we're apparently not doing yet. We might be able to get there, though, with the new theater. Okay, so while that's the case, reduces the running cost of each of your warehouses. Okay, we'll do that one next. And then hospitality allows you to build one more officium on your islands. That's nice, but I don't have a lot of specialists. That being said, now that we've got trade treaties, we can take a look at that. And latrines, that increases health nearby. Alright, let's leave things alone. Alright, let's figure out where we are here.
A winkle among your cockles is a gift from the sea.
Okay, we are good for cockles and eel. It's time to move on to the next thing. We need a market. We need a bardic hearth. So let's do that. Put you there. And a bardic hearth. Put you there. Actually, I may move both of you over. One, so that we have room for more people. Like that. Okay, so the market's going to increase population and income. The hearth is going to increase population and happiness. And then we need more people before we can open up to shoes. Well, then let's add some more people. Actually, hold on. That's the sawmill. Okay, that's the lumber. And that's the eels. Okay, I'm just trying to make sure that it... Whoa! There's Santa! Well, kind of. It's Santa in a chariot. With only 6 reindeer instead of... Oh, okay. It is after Christmas, though, as of this recording, so it feels a little weird to see that still. But obviously, Ubisoft has not fixed things. Okay, so reed shoes are income and health. Tunics are income. All right, let's do the tunics one first. That's hemp. All right, where do we want to start doing our farms? Things are a little bit different here, so let's go right there. Okay, and then we need the road, obviously. Okay, and then we're going to need a warehouse out here as well. That's not a warehouse. Warehouse, there we go. Okay, so that's that thing, and then we need... Oops. Oh, that's interesting. I didn't even realize I could use my mouse wheel for that. When you're in this bar, you can actually go from Tier 1 to Tier 2 to Tier 3 all by scrolling with your mouse wheel. That's interesting. Okay, so the tunic, the spinner. All right, let's put the spinner out here.
Some bard song you remember, some you want to forget.
All right, and then I'm going to go ahead and run some housing to there. And run some more. Nope. Right there. Okay. And then we'll take a look at Reed Shoes next. So we need Reed Gatherer and then the Shoe Weaver. So I'm guessing... Oh, hold on. We got something from Latia.
What will it be?
Oh. If we don't do it, it hurts us. So I might as well... It's the one problem that I have with this. Oh, yeah. There's no road there. Huh. There we go. Now there is. An island you control has no patron god. Pick a patron. Yeah. I'm not worried about that right now. Patron god, sorry. I see P-A-T-R-O-N and I'm thinking patron.
Us wayward souls want guiding.
A passing waiter sees your toga, bright with the colors of Roman nobility, and throws himself at your feet. Alas, his well-meaning gesture causes mud from a nearby puddle to splash over your hems. Speaking no Latin, he gestures frantically to the wares strapped to his ponies, freshly woven reed shoes and tunics. They're yours for the taking if you wish. I'm just going to show forgiveness.
It's your song, Lord of the Fenland.
The waiter has never known such mercy. He lowers his head in deep gratitude, hops atop his pony, and splashes off before you change your mind. Could it be that a new dawn of moderation and compromise has risen upon this land? What with your tenure as governor, time will only tell.
May your river run clear.
Okay. Okay, well, you're getting your hemp right now. Alright, let's take a look at reed shoes. So, reed gatherer. Excuse me. Alright, we don't want to affect the eels. So let's put you here. And then we'll run the road like that. Oh, this is actually hurting you. Alright, let me move this then. Municipal research is now available. What does that mean? Oh. Research the city status, growing city, and generate at least 500 knowledge. Why didn't now... Okay, whatever. It enables linked discoveries. Okay. So these are just link points. Oh, well, we did get one of them. We got Latin research. Establish a trade route in Latium and generate at least 500 knowledge. Oh, establish a trade route in Albion and generate at least 500 knowledge. Okay, well, this is excellent. Safe havens. Allows the placement of Latium's coastal production buildings in water. Huh. That's interesting. So it allows you to get back land. That's really interesting. The Governor Villa provides the above workforce in it increases Libertas workforce. That's cool. Mackerel population allows Scomber huts to produce even without a mackerel population. I wouldn't need to... Okay, we need to get to that one as soon as possible. So let's go ahead and do safe havens and mackerel hauling. That'll allow us to remove mackerel from the trade route. There's one for untapped soil. We can do the same thing there. Oh, no, no, no. Tree tappers can plant trees on meadows rather than requiring a forest. That's kind of cool, too. Duct irrigation. Allow all farms to benefit from cistern irrigation, increasing their productivity. Okay, well, then that means bringing the aqueduct down through the farmlands is going to be key, because it's going to allow us to use the cisterns to improve the production of the farms and thereby reduce the number of farms that we actually need. Water conservation. So it reduces water consumption by 20%. All right, what have we got over here now? Trireme, a tried and true ship with more slots for modifications. Warmer hospitality. Okay. And then we unlock some stuff over here as well. Yeah, matter of fact, there's one right there to improve movement speed of our ships. Matter of fact, I'm going to go ahead and add that one. Wow. Okay, this tree's huge. We're just touching the iceberg.
Time to decide.
13-2? See, this is the thing that... Okay, now this bothers me about this game a lot. In 1800, we would do this with the pirates to eventually reduce down what we would need from the pirates, eventually allowing us to trade with the pirates. Here, we can do that, it looks like, but it's going to hurt our status with the Emperor, and there doesn't seem to be a way to change our status with the Emperor.
Alia Iacta.
Speaking of, let's... Yeah, okay.
Dorian?
Do you stop sending me these messages about the patron gods? I don't care. Alright, so you need a warehouse. That's not a warehouse. I keep hitting the wrong button for the warehouse. Alright, let's put the warehouse there. Okay, you all are now ready to upgrade. I'm going to wait until I get the shoes in place, though, first. Because they're going to give us a little bit more income. There. Okay, so let's let that run. Oh, yeah, where's my ship? I've got a ship out here, and I haven't been doing anything with it. Alright, let's go back to Latium. And let's run our first aqueduct cistern. Would you stop with this? I don't care. Yeah, see, we've got Ceres right now on Panem. Same thing on Titania. They're concerned about... I don't want to put anything on the Forest of Ren right now. The good thing is at least I can do it here. I don't have to do it, you know, I don't have to travel back and forth between the regions to set the patron gods. Alright, I think Neptune's probably going to be the better option for Albion. Yeah, I'm going to set there. Now you don't have to keep bugging me. Lord have mercy. Alright. We now have watchtowers, which are going to increase the happiness nearby. Well, we're at 484. How much more happiness do we need, people? Okay, let's go back to our aqueduct. Okay, so we've got here. Let's run you down. Ooh. Alright, let's go there. To say there. Alright, and then how do we set up a cistern? Okay, a cistern just needs to be connected to...
Our scouts have sighted new land.
Okay, that's good to know. We don't have enough concrete for it right now, but that's all we need to do, is we just need to connect the cistern to the aqueduct pathway, is what I'm going to call it. Okay, good to know. What I'd like to do is run the aqueduct straight through this farmland so that we can get all of this as benefiting from it. The only problem that we're having right now is we're not really producing concrete in a very fast manner. So the sand, I think, is over there. Yep, sand's over there. Limestone is right there. Okay. You know what? Let's take a look at our trading partners and see if there's anything that we can buy or sell. Alright, so this is Litzia. Those are contracts. That's olive oil. I doubt that I have any extra.
I keep the rooms well aired. The wine needs to breathe.
There we go. Alright, so she offers that. She wants torques. I don't even know what torques are. Okay, so no. She does want olive oil. Do I have 2 tons of olive oil that I could sell her? Yes, I do. Oops. Alright, let's go ahead and grab that.
Waiting for your decree.
And we need 1, 2.
Mariners, forward!
Okay, and then was it this? Is this Dorian? Yeah, this is Dorian. Okay, so he wants garum, soap, or olive oil. Any of those 3.
Our scouts have sighted new land.
Okay. As soon as we're done turning in the olive oil, we're gonna sell some stuff to Dorian. Make a little money. Okay, what is the next thing that we're trying to accomplish
sometimes looks
here?
like a soldier now he wears his sandals.
You guys are good. Oh, amphorae. We still don't have amphorae. And we have not unlocked... What do we need? 300 equites for togas or brooches. I'm curious. It doesn't tell us what the benefits of those are.
Of course, you must be the new governor. You're welcome to drop in at the hill fort of the capital. I'm Manx, their chief.
Oh, okay. Alright, we're getting ready to turn this one in. Alright, Apparently we need to get back to...
Neptune's finest! Ready!
Yes.
You've moved up on my guest list.
Waiting for your decree!
Alright, let's get you back here. We'll grab some... probably soap. Would be my first guess, but I'll take a quick look before we do anything. Alright, let's go run over to Titania. Did I upgrade you? Yeah, you are up to 150. That was what I wanted to know. Alright. What is next here? Alright, the Libertus are all good. The plebeians.
The sanctuary is where I feel safest, where I can contemplate.
Sandals or soap? Pig, salt. Yeah, let's go. Let's do this. We're probably going to need to do some further upgrades. Actually, let's do the following. Okay. That.
I'll ask nicely. Just the once.
I don't have any. Damn it. I guess I'm going to have to start... I don't... There's no way I can just start doing weapons all of a sudden.
I
So...
need governors who can follow orders to the letter.
Let me see something. What does it take to do weapons? Do I even have the ability is a better question. There it is. Alright, so iron to furnace the weaponsmith. And it's all plebeian based. Yep, plebeians all the way from top to bottom. I mean, we could do it like we set it up here away from the main area. We can do it. And I'd rather do it here than over on my main island of Panem. It's just going to be a huge hit. It's 10, 18, so 34 just in maintenance cost alone. Oh, nope, sorry, 42. Just in maintenance cost alone. Okay, then here's what we're going to do. Let's get sandals up and running for the plebeians here on Titania. And we're going to need to upgrade some additional Libertus anyway. Actually, I'm going to go ahead and do these 4. Alright, so let's go ahead and do that. Then we'll set up weaponsmithing here on Titania so that we don't have this problem again. In the meantime, is my ship back? My ship is back. Okay, let's take a quick look at... Why can I never find anything on these islands? There. Alright, garum or soap?
Neptune's finest! Ready!
Alright, let's see. Garum, we don't have a ton of... We don't have a ton of soap either. Oh, crap. Well, then that's not going to work. I don't know why I keep... Or olive oil.
Waiting for your decree.
Alright, let's do 20 tons of that. Which isn't a lot. Do 30.
Time flies.
Okay.
As do we.
Alright. Sandals. So we need pigs. We need salt. Salt we already have. Do I have a pig farm? I do not. Yeah, let's put everything right here. Okay, call to Minerva. Okay, now, I wanted to switch Panem to Minerva. I thought. Okay. So now Titania is on Ceres. Minerva is on Panem. And Neptune is on the Forest of Ren. I don't know if this is a good idea at all, but it's what I'm doing. Alright, and then, so we've got... Are you near a warehouse? You are. Okay, good. Alright, so then let's put the tannery... Okay, it has an area of effect, so let's put you right there. Okay.
What could you possibly require?
Got plenty here to help you bulk up. 1,000 thanks.
That was not a lot of money. I gotta say.
Forward!
But it is what it is. Alright, what? Insufficient. What? Why? What? Why is there an insufficient workforce? Oh, crap. I don't understand that at all. Is it because of the aqueduct? No, because there's no... Yeah, there's no worker requirement for them. I haven't put any new buildings on Titania. Or Panem. Man... Oh, it must be because I switched to Minerva as my patron god. That's really weird. Alright, let's put in More there. And let's do this. Okay, there we go. Alright, so that'll resolve itself in a little bit. The only problem that we're going to have is these new residences are probably far enough away from... I mean, there's a market, but I can almost guarantee you there's no tavern nearby. Yeah. Alright, so let's do that. And now that's not worth it. Alright, we'll just leave the pub there for now. We're going to have to come back and take a look at this. Alright, I need to go back over to Titania and finish. Alright, so we should have sandals now. Let's take a look at the plebeians. Hey! Oh no, this is on Titania. I was getting ready to say, hey, look, our fire safety is in the black finally. But that's on Titania. That's that's not necessarily a great thing. Oh, you know what? Let's take a quick look at our research. Where are we on? This is the reducing the running cost of each warehouse. Then we're doing the safe havens. Oh, allows the placement of the coastal production buildings out in... Oh, so they don't have to be on the shoreline. So I'm assuming that would be, what, salt? Any of the fish-based ones? So, sardines and mackerel. Sand. I'm guessing all of those could then get moved out into the waterway rather than being along the coastline. I wonder how much of a difference that's really going to make, though, at the end of the day. The mackerel hauling, though, that one I think is key. Alright, anyway. Alright, so we still don't have...
I have a few new proposals to take to the Magister someday.
That's the tannery. Oh, I haven't... Dummy. I haven't actually created the sandal maker. There we go. I am also going to upgrade... Actually, I can't. Oh, yes I can. Thought we'd do a couple more.
Look at those gains!
Your superior health has improved diplomatic relations.
Ready to go big?
Wow. You received an offer of a non-aggression pact.
What a move!
Awesome.
I can't wait to show you this.
A defensive pact. Vow to fight side by side. No. No. Not doing that one.
We stand, waiting.
Why are you waiting?
Through the way.
That's not what I wanted.
Festina Lente.
Who's pink?
I like having the option to disappear for a while.
Oh. Diana. Okay. Alright,
It gives me peace of mind that my husband wears a warm hat.
Alright, you're getting that now. We can get amphorae for you all. We can obviously do olive oil here as well. If we double our olive oil production, or our olive production, we can produce olive oil here on Titania as well. Okay, this is all fine and dandy, but I needed to get sandals up and running so that we can then do weapons. I hate the fact that I have to do freaking weapons. All right, let's go ahead and do this. We need iron. Trying to see where the building begins. Okay, so for weapons, we've got the iron. We now need a furnace. Actually, hold on a minute. So the iron is producing every 30 seconds. The furnace is every minute. So we need 2 furnaces. We're going to need to put a firehouse out here, whatever they're called. We're also going to need charcoal. And all of this requires plebeians. Damn. Okay. Alright, let's do a number. Oops, that's not what I want to do. Sorry about that. Alright, for warehouse, we need warehouse first. Let's do that. I now need to connect this road. Okay, so there's that. That's now fully connected. We've got iron production underway. We need to upgrade a couple more. There we go, there's 4 more. You still are not getting your sandals. I think part of that's because I haven't been running at fast time.
Waiting for your decree.
How do you get it going again?
So Praetor.
I think I had this problem last time. There. It should have everything that it needs. Okay. I'm starting to wonder, how much olive are we producing right now? We've got 2 olive... Oh, they process every 2 minutes. That's why.
What could you possibly require?
What? 10 and 8. Why are you not... I don't understand what's going on with this guy. I don't understand why this guy's waiting.
Your people are ailing.
Uh-oh. I don't know what to do about that. Do we have the ability? Oh, that's harbor buildings. Oh, we have a Medici now. Hold on. Did I not have a Medici here? Okay. Huh. I guess I did what I normally do, which is wait until I needed it. We never did put down a cistern anywhere. Oh, the cistern... Hold on a minute. Does the cistern... Does it need to be connected to? Huh. Doesn't look like it does. Alright, then let's put it right here. No water supply. That's what I thought. An aqueduct connection is required. That's what I thought. Okay.
Your aqueduct. Quite an achievement from such humble beginnings.
Okay, so I need to connect it to here. There we go. Okay. And okay. So you connect it to the aqueduct to receive water. You then connect it to the road to provide water to, in this particular case, the farmlands. And we can see where we're getting, where it's providing the water to. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 farmlands. Unfortunately, we've still got these farmlands here. I suppose what we could do, especially these two vineyards, is move them out here outside the lavender farms. And then that would probably, or even up here. That might not be a bad idea. Yeah, I think I'm going to do exactly that. Alright, let's take our road and run it up like this. I'm then going to grab you. And do something like that. And then grab you and do the exact same thing. Oh, man. That sucks so bad. Oh, that sucks so bad. Actually, I'm going to move you as well. That way I have all of these right here together. Well, what I could do is move these 3 hemp farms up here and then put a second cistern so that it connects all of them. Yep, let's do that. Let's do exactly that. Alright, let's take my road. And do that. And make sure that my road is absolutely connected. It is not. Alright. And then let's move all three of you up here like so. We're going to then put in another cistern, which still does not manage. Huh. Interesting. Alright, I wonder then if we can... Okay. So you can do branches. Alright, let me put a warehouse there.
Even trusty lavender hasn't helped.
Why are you not being helped? Oh, because you're outside of the range. Okay, well. I lost a plebeian. Alright, let's do this. Alright, we're out of cement. So what I think I'm going to do is put another cistern right here and feed it into the road here so that it can get all of these farms at one time. The good thing is this has now opened up land to where I can expand my Libertas. Actually, I'm going to go ahead and do that right now. Residences. Like so. And we need to start taking a look at, and let's wrap up this episode by doing exactly that. Okay, you're good. What about you? You're good. What about you? Alright, you're missing market, but you've got tavern, so that's good. You're good. Okay, you're still coming online. Alright, let's take a quick look at our production. Alright, we could do with some more sardines. Mackerel is what it is. Okay. Alright, everything looks good from a production perspective. Take a quick look at knowledge. So we just did... Which one did we just do? Wasn't Safe Havens. Oh, it was this one. Okay, so we reduced the upkeep cost of warehouses and workforce requirements. I don't know how big of a deal that is, but I like it. Latrines to improve health would not be a bad idea. Hospitality. Oh, you know what? We have not been looking at any of our trading partners for specialists. Let's do that real quick. So, Lichia. What have you got? Alright, so you're still wanting torques. You're not selling any specialists. Okay. Same thing here. All right, what about our... you?
Rams for Jupiter! What time is it?
You're not purchasing anything that I want. What about specialists? There's a captain. That's another captain. A gleaner. Reduces workforce needs and upkeep costs within its range. And there's a military specialist. The gleaner would not be bad. Especially if I've got a concentrated area. How long? 921? Alright, where's my ship?
Time flies, as do we.
Okay, let's see if we can get the gleaner. I'm going to try and make this be the last thing that I do. While I'm waiting for the ship to get here, let me check my...
You're here. It is so nice to have a guest.
Alright, let's offer you a gift. No, let's take a loan. No, that's not... It doesn't look like that's going to help me much. I don't think.
Time doesn't heal. It erodes.
Let's offer you a gift. Okay. That was a 20-point change.
Wasted on me, I'm sure.
Well, then you shouldn't have accepted it. Yeah, I wish there was a way to get stuff from the Emperor, but apparently there's not. What about you? So we could offer gifts here, too. And that'll help things out with them.
Gifts make slaves,
Yeah.
saith the sage.
25 points.
How right he was.
25 points of difference. Okay. That's good to know. Alright, where is my ship? Is it there? Is it almost here? Yep, it's almost here. Yeah, I didn't want to lose the opportunity to get something that's going to help. In the next episode, I think what we're going to have to do is maybe spend a little bit more time in Albion, because we're getting close to the point where we can go to tier 2 there. And of course, I have absolutely no idea what that means. Where is our ship? There it is.
Neptune's finest! Ready!
The family
Okay.
say I'm free to wheel and
There
deal
we
as
go.
I like.
Excellent.
Let me tally that up for you.
Goods transfer speed. Goods transfer speed and movement speed. I'm not paying 15k for a captain right now. Yeah, I'm definitely not doing that. Do you have... What kind of contracts do you have?
I love
Rope?
trading secrets.
Almost 5 grand? I mean, we've got to go back to... Yeah, you know what? Let's grab that.
What could you possibly require?
Okay, so that will get us another contract and another quick 5k. Oh, hold on a minute. We got some piece of information. Oh, never mind. Instant repair. There you go. Alright, I think we're in okay shape. I would prefer to be in better shape, but I think we're in okay shape. We've got some good knowledge items that are in production right now, or that are being researched right now. We've got Titania starting to build towards weapons. So we need to finish the weapon production over in Titania. Probably do some more upgrades to plebeians over there, and then also look to get to tier 2 over in Albion. So with that, I'm going to wrap up this episode. I hope you've been enjoying the content. As always, if you have, please do me a favor and hit that thumbs up button for me. And if you haven't subscribed, please do that as well. Hopefully I'll see you in the next episode. Talk to you soon.